The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, 47. 198.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards. Good for a Cowboy first down.
Check. Hey, kill. 47. Switch. Hey. Echo. 198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
I'm coming after you. Showing it. Watch the twitch. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Gun. 198. Watch 96.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. These two teams all tied after 1. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 24 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Prescott now looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Cooper was the target there.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
1st down run for Connor, not going to get much. Maybe a yard. 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to Connor here on 1st. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14.
180.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 23 yards, the final tally. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 28 yards. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And he connects with Vance McDonald. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Jim.
The first carry down. This is Williams. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for James Conner. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative? Is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger going up top. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll run with Samuels. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. They go play action here on first down. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it second down and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second down, Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would. Confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EAs into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Quarter.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey,
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. 3rd down here. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick by Butker is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energetic.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
He's checking.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's third down and 6 yards to go.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead.
41. Steelers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 57 yards. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And shutting him off, now open field. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 77 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Easy. Hold on these two. Go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks. You can put
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check 3. 15. Charlie.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a fourth and long. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
66.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Good job, baby.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Looks, there he goes, left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Completes it to Hardman. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
That's caught left side by Hardman. Pass flipped, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 49 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? If you're... And oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They'll run it with Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Williams. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about